Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Days Podcast along with a new video. I look a little different. Happy July. Let me stop. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. And thank you for listening as well. We will be having new Patreons and Spotify videos coming very soon. I know I've been saying it, but I want to make sure that when you guys see the previews, y'all already know. All right, well, you got to go to the Patreon or you got to go onto Spotify and get your subscription because I'm going to just start putting them out. But be sure to check everything out, and I really appreciate everything. You guys have been very great to me, truly. So today we are going to talk about another group. Yes, so I wanted to kind of steer away from talking about specific artists for a second. I know I talked about Spice Girls and TLC, but I would like to talk about another female group, SWV. So, I've been meaning to do a commentary on SWV. As far as their albums or just them in general for a while, and it's time. Let's get into it. So, first album, it's called It's About Time. So yes, let's get into it. The debut album by SWV, It's About Time, was released by RCA Records on October 27, 1992 in the United States. It earned 11 Billboard Music Awards nominations and became the 16th best-selling album of 1993 in the United States, with 2.1 million copies sold according to Nielsen SoundScan. It also earned SWV a nomination for Best New Artist at the 36th Grammy Awards. In 1996, It's About Time was certified 3 times platinum for shipping over 3 million copies in the US alone. The album spawned 5 hit singles with I'm So Into You, Downtown, Weak, a remixed version of Right Here / Human Nature. The latter 2 reached #1 on the R&B singles chart, with Weak being their biggest and only #1 pop hit. And You're Always On My Mind, shortened to Always On My Mind, for single release. A remix version of Anything appeared on the soundtrack of the film Above the Rim in 1994 and was released as the final single from It's About Time. As far as the singles, they had quite a few singles. Right Here, which was the original Right Here, which came out August 20th, 1992. And then I'm So Into You, January 8th, 1993. And then Week, April 10th, 1993, and then Downtown, May 24th, 1993. So in the midst of them releasing Downtown and Week, you already have Janet coming back, Tony coming back, like all these people just started, well, Tony emerging, I should say. Janet coming back, more or less. You have Mariah and Whitney, who was doing The Bodyguard the year that this came out, pretty much. There was all these different artists, like I said, in the early 90s and in my previous videos, that were emerging, coming back, or just, really showing the fact that they ain't going nowhere, okay? Right Here / Human Nature, July 9th, 1993. You're Always On My Mind, September 13th, 1993, and then Anything, which was released in 1994. As far as, deep sensual harmony, sometimes naughty lyrics, and aggressive style immediately struck a responsive chord, particularly among male fans. Their CD shows their versatility as they handled New Jack tunes, romantic ballads, and sassy, of course, vocals. As far as, let's see here, a stylish album that added a singular realness to the sound of R&B. let's get into the track list. So track 1 is Anything. Track 2 is I'm So Into You. Track 3, Right Here. Track 4 is Weak. So already when you get by the time you get to track 4, you're already like, oh my god, who are they? Because they're going off. They're doing like they're going off here. Track 5, You're Always on My Mind. Track 6, Downtown. So yeah, Anything is a good song. I'm So Into You, great song. Right Here, the original, is a good song. Definitely, y'all, it's underrated because I know people like the remix more, but it's just as good. Downtown, like we talked about, is track 6. Track 7 is Coming Home. Track 8 is Give It To Me. Now, Give It To Me, that's underrated too. Give it to me, baby. Like, no. What do you mean y'all didn't let that go off? No, that I'm upset about that. Y'all could have went off with that. Black Pudding, It's About Time. Think You're Gonna Like It. That's What I Need. SWV in the House. Weak acapella. So, Black Pudding was track 9. It's About Time was track 10. Think You're Gonna Like It is track 11. That's What I Need, track 12. SWV in the House. Track 13. And then track 14, Weak acapella. And then, of course, the reissue in 1993 with bonus tracks was the Human Nature remix. Of course, that is with Michael and the original writer's approval. Great remix. I loved it. It was definitely for the time that we needed it. And it brought more recognition to Human Nature because Human Nature, of course, we didn't get a music video, but they did a music video, okay? But we didn't get a music video for Human Nature from Michael, you know? Like, so it was just great that, you know, he, at the time when he was even releasing Dangerous, you know, a few years prior, or even, you know, a year prior, I should say, because he released in 91, he was just wanting to just show the value in his art and where it can go to, just as they did, okay? But yes, the album did good, and I feel like from this release they was able to tour, and there was expectations of more, and they didn't release anything new until 96. And we will definitely talk about their second album, if anything. But yes, they did really well with their first album, and it really solidified them as a group, just from their first release, because they could sing. They was able to stand out, you know, and that was the greatest thing about that. Still is. But yes, that is the end of our episode and video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more.